Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to have a look at the armoured tank that has no armour. Yes, it is the Tortoise. Now, the Tortoise it was all back sort of 5, 6, 7 years ago when the game first came out. The Tortoise was always known, the whole line, the whole Death Star line, not including the Death Star, was all known as the armoured line that has slow tanks, very slow tanks, but what they do have is extremely well armoured armour. But over the years, they're not even been nerfed. I mean, I think it was just people maybe didn't know how to deal with them back then, and now people sort of do. But leading on from going up to the Tortoise, especially, it's a good tank. It is a really good tank played correctly, but it misses that oomph. It misses the oomph in the tank, and I think everything about this tank is good apart from the armor. Yes, it's slow, but it has everything else to go with it. It has good penetration, it has HE, the HESH, it has good DPM. It's like the third, I think it's after the SU 12254 and the Jag Tiger. This is like the third highest DPM tank in the game, or something close to that. Maybe the fourth now because of the AT-15. But it has everything else. It has great gun depression, it has good aim time, and also it is very accurate. So when I've done my top 5 accurate guns, this literally just misses out. It's like 0.28 or something like that, whereas something like the Leopard 1 is 0.272, something like that. So it's very, very close to being one of the best accurate guns in the game. The only thing it does miss is that armor. Now, I do understand you give this tank some armor with everything now else that it's got, it would be amazing. Now, talking about how accurate it is, yeah, GG Meadsy, that was my fault. That was my fault, but something like that could have actually hit, to be honest. So I blame lag. The lag was terrible with my 20 ping. But I'm happy. I would be happy to lose things on the tank to give it that armor. We're going to show you the armor profile after this game, and just to show you how weak this tank can actually be. Now, even if it's got good gun depression, but you can't hold down because it has a massive hatch on top that is easily pennable. And the thing with this hatch, that it's not it is big, but because it's such a slow tank, you're not able to move out of the way, or you're not able to wiggle your tank quick enough for people to miss that hatch. You have some tanks that has a hatch on top that you can just move your turret, or you can move your tank side to side, and it makes it a difficult pen. Whereas the Tortoise isn't like that. You can move your tank side to side, but the hatch is still staying in the same position, and you haven't got that quick traverse. So it's very, very easy if you are hold down to be able to deal with this hatch. And some people playing the Tortoise doesn't quite understand that. They go hold down and the hatch still pokes out. And the thing is, it's not even just the hatch that's the problem. It is either side of the gun that's also the problem. So if you go hold down, anyone, literally anyone, can still penetrate you. You can still do the damage in the thing. You can do damage in the thing, but I would be willing to maybe lose some accuracy, lose a bit of DPM, and give it some armor. Give it the armor. Even maybe remove the hatch and buff, or even buff the hatch and then buff the side of the gun. And as you can see here, we're going to show you the armor profile, and it's not red, it's orange. You have 223 millimeters either side of the gun. Now, bearing in mind, tier 10 are all 300 plus millimeters a pen. Even tier 8s can pen you. At 223mm, tier 8s can pen you. The hatch is only 120 to 140mm thick if you shoot in the middle. The bottom plate, yeah, okay, the bottom plate is a bit stronger, but is again 220, 230, 40 millimeters. And you can see this is in a hold down position, and anyone is still able to penetrate you. And that is the biggest problem with this tank. It is supposed to be an armored tank, an extremely armored tank. Now, I have seen the Tortoise at Tankfest. What a tank this is. Like, it's very, the game doesn't give it the, it doesn't justify just how big. I mean, the tracks alone are about 1 meter wide. Like, each track is about 1 meter wide. It is absolutely massive when you see this tank up close and personal. So in the game, it doesn't show just how big it really is in real life. How to play the tank? I mean, it's very difficult. Where do you go? I mean, you don't go with your mediums, that's for sure, because you're just going to get outmaneuvered. You can't really go with your heavies because you just haven't got the armor profile. Yeah, we do bounce there, but you have the DPM. So going with the heavies, I think, is how you should play the tank, but definitely not front line. Definitely not front line, behind your heavies. Don't use it as a TD sat in the corner of the map. Yes, it has good dispersion. Yeah, the aim time is good. The DPM is very, very good. I mean, the reload is crazy good, but you just are too slow. So you can see it, like, it's taken us a minute to get into this medium side of the map. So if you use it as a TD, it's going to take you a good minute and a half to actually get into that TD position. And if you're supporting your heavies or your mediums or whoever you're closer to, or whatever, then, and one of them loses the side, then you're just going to be, there's nothing you can do, because if you're sat at the back of the map and one of the, say you're helping your mediums and they lose their side, then you're stuck. You can't do anything. You can't run away. So I would recommend going with your heavy tanks. At least you'll have the protection. At least they don't have the DPM that you have. So if you have to hit point trade, then you have to hit point trade. I mean, we're bouncing this freaking lurver who's showing us his bottom plate, and we're still bouncing him, whereas he's not bouncing us. We bounced 350 from the Yag Tiger. That is it. That is it. Good thing about the tank also is permatrack. You can permatrack these tanks. You can see we permatrack the lurver there before we take the final shot. Before you know it, there's only just 2 tanks left alive. Well, I'm going to deal with this Yo. We could probably actually penetrate him with HE, but we want to guarantee our pen, so we are going to shoot some AP at this guy. And before you know it, and again, yeah, we bounced 1 shot, but he penned the next shot. So we've only bounced sort of 960 damage, which isn't that much, to be honest. Yes, we would have been dead if we wouldn't have bounced the shot, but all in all, it is a good tank. I just think it deserves more. I think it deserves more. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, would you be happy to lose some things that's good about the tank? Would you be happy to lose a tiny bit of DPM, or some accuracy, or aim time, or maybe a little bit of everything, just to give it the armor profile that this tank deserves? Give it the armor profile, and what a fun tank this will be. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will be seeing you guys very, very soon. So bye bye for now.